There are three important positions that everyone has to train in when they're using their defensive carbine out at the range: standing, kneeling, and seated. Of course, standing position is the primary one. You want to make sure that you're natural and neutral. Put your feet about shoulder width apart, maybe a little bit wider, which I say don't stagger them more than a foot length. You want your left foot way out there, your right foot way out there. Training natural and neutral means you'll be comfortable regardless of where your feet end up if you're moving or if you get moved while you're actually defending yourself with the rifle. Once you're there, you want to make sure your knees are bent a little bit. You want to make sure that you have a little bit of a bend in your hips. Get your weight forward, and then you can bring the gun up. You're going to have 4 points of contact. Of course, your control hand, you're going to have your support hand, you're going to have the butt of the stock up on your chest, and then you're going to have, of course, your cheek down on the comb on the top of the stock. Natural and neutral, that's the key. Next position we're going to talk about is kneeling. Going down, dropping one knee. Now remember, the reason we lower our level, the reason we go down is so that we can gain stability. We want to increase our ability to control deviation by getting our arms into contact with our legs. Whenever we get our arms into contact with our legs, we want to make sure that we have soft on hard or hard on soft. What that means is you don't want your elbow up on top of your knee. You want to make sure that your knee is either sitting into your tricep or that your elbow is into your quad muscle somewhere on the top of your leg. Make sure that the hard point's touching a soft point. That's going to allow them to mate up without a lot of movement. You're not going to have a lot of jarring. It's going to be easier for you to manage recoil and, of course, aid that stability. So when you go down, leave one knee up. If you need to be up high over an obstacle, you're going to probably put that elbow into your quad muscle. If you need to get a little bit lower, you can actually be more stable if you go forward a little bit at the hip and put the tricep on the front of the knee. That's a very stable position. It's also quick to get up and down out of. Let's say you hit bolt lock, say you have a malfunction, now you can quickly get up, do your lateral movement while you're getting your reload in from the kneeling position. Next position we're going to talk about is seated. Now this is going to be the most stable, practical position you can use in a dynamic environment. Yes, prone is more stable, but in the real world, we don't see a lot of perfectly manicured lawns and flat ranges where we can actually fight in that prone position. Going down to that seated position, you're actually going to make sure that your feet are stable. They can either be tucked in under you, they can be out in front of you. You're going to then get that hard on soft or soft on hard. You're going to take the tricep, put it out on the knee. You're going to dig your elbow into the inside of your leg. Probably one of each. There's another fourth one that you can use if you have the flexibility and the balance that also can be very fast and aid your stability. And that's really the reason for learning to shoot in different positions. You have the ability to get down into a squat. That's going to be another quick position for you to drop down into, get contact with the knees onto the actual triceps or contact with your legs from the elbow, hard on soft, soft on hard. The squatting position is very fast to drop into, gain some deviation control, very fast to pop up out of. Practice all four positions next time you're out at the range.